Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the first ever Courthouse podcast. I am one of your hosts, Justin Chiarello, and right beside me is Richie, the Big Dick Camastra.
Hi, ladies.
And right beside him is
ladies.
Nicholas Antonelli McStifla.
McStifla.
All right. Anyway, if you guys don't know what this is, which you don't know.
Hold on, before we do that, I just did you notice that me and you both went to Salute? Like,
Really?
yeah. Why did we go to Salute?
Well,
now, is that a customary thing?
I was
He
planning.
saluted
I
too.
salute all the time.
You salute too.
It's not a salute. He waved, but you have to.
But it was like a wait. But I'm
I
saying
always do
like
this. I always do it too.
right. Yeah, right.
I always
now,
do that. Everyone does
Yeah.
that.
Now you ever
I
like,
do it all the time.
isn't that like I don't know? For some reason I feel like that's like a weird way of saying hello. I know this is completely off topic and completely unrelated to anything we're going to talk about today. But like I just want to address the fact that like people salute to say hello. Do they do that in other countries? I don't think I've ever seen anybody else do that.
Well,
Yeah, they have
a
a-
salute.
Well, in
Well,
Japanese, you bow, and that's
yeah,
like.
you
Oh, I know, you bow. So
Well,
like Americans like,
America's
hey.
No, but America's like a handshake, though. Would
Right,
be
yeah.
The normal thing. But, you know, fun fact.
We're known for a handshake.
You know what fun fact?
What is a fun fact?
In other countries.
Well, you're doing
they-
the Highland. I put that.
No.
Okay.
They salute like this, with their palms showing. Like this. And they salute up, because the palm means that they've lost a war before. In
Oh,
America, we salute down, because we've never lost a war before.
Undefeated.
Undefeated.
Really?
Back-to-back
Ah,
World War
da.
champions.
Undefeated. Give us the belt.
And the new heavyweight World War champion.
Okay.
No, but I mean, technically we did though. With
Yeah, but we didn't actually, like, lose
you know what
something.
I'm talking about, right? It's not. Is it Vietnam? Vietnam.
Well, no,
Yeah,
it's
no.
We
Korea,
backed
Korea
out.
too, but
Korea, yeah.
Yeah,
like,
we
didn't
backed
technically lose.
I guess.
We didn't lose anything. We just
Okay.
lost lives.
All right.
which is
I'm
something,
sorry I
but-
took us off topic. Back to the topics.
Yes.
We're gonna start off with Steam
Well, wait.
first.
Can I explain what this is first?
No.
Alright, just
Okay.
explain it.
All right. I'm gonna explain what this is. This is a conversational podcast about pretty much anything we want, but mostly entertainment stuff. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So
Like about
Each and
boobies
every-
and hamsters.
each and every week, we're all going to bring one topic and we're gonna talk it out and see where it goes. Just like that, we just talk about saluting for no reason. So let's try this out.
I'm out of coffee.
Yeah, coffee. Okay, so am I going first? My
Yeah.
topic? Alright, my topic is, since we're all heavy gamers here, what is your favorite video game of all time and why? And I'll go last because it's my topic, so somebody
Alright,
takes the
start
reign.
off. You know me, competitive player. Gotta say League of Legends or Call of Duty.
Okay,
But
I gotta say typical or typical.
no, it's not that typical because
Yeah, but,
look at Call of Duty. If you look at Call of Duty, everybody played pretty much every Call of Duty past Call of Duty 2.
Yeah.
yeah, it's true. Call of Duty 3 was actually fucking
Call of Duty 3,
phenomenal.
yeah, you
Call of
know
Duty
what,
3.
that's when it's
I
actually-
like World at War.
That's what
I'm
I'm
just
saying.
gonna say that was the
Yeah.
one that was my drug.
It
That
had to
was
be
my
there.
heroin.
It had to be World at War.
I
Black
shot
Ops.
that shit up.
I love
Yeah.
that too. But
Black
League of
Ops was
Legends is up
fun.
there. I'll throw that out. We'll talk about console games. It has to be
No,
Call
you
of
could
Duty.
pick. No, you
No,
could
no,
pick
you could be
League of
no. I mean, yeah, you could.
Yeah.
100% because League of Legends. I mean, it's not that bad of a choice.
No,
it's the most
yeah.
popular
Yeah,
game.
I
in
mean,
the
I'm
world.
not really a competitive gamer, but I mean, I got to admit, League of Legends has massive success. That is probably the
Yeah.
most successful video game. It's definitely the most popular, and I mean, if
Right.
it's your favorite, it makes sense.
Yeah. Nah, I'll go with League of Legends. League of Legends is definitely the best game.
I definitely think
Okay.
League of Legends is a good pick.
It's the
because-
only game I've sat there on for more than like 3 years now. 3 years
Yeah,
playing
sure.
the same exact game.
Yeah.
Nothing like.
Well, you could say that with Call of Duty.
No. True that. But nah, definitely League of Legends.
No,
Definitely
yeah.
coming out
League is a
with
good
one
pick
of
though
these
because
months.
I've played a lot of League. I played League for I stopped playing recently, but I played a League for like about 2 years, I would say, and
Tables by
like yeah, I played League for about 2 years, and it's the only game that I can honestly say that will change every single time that you play it. No matter what happens in that game, it's like a game of chess. Even though chess, there's specific strategies that you use that, like, you can literally go into a
Right,
game
but
and
it's
be
not
like,
a specific way to play.
no, there's not a specific way to play chess,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
But, and like, each pawn will be like a champion in League.
Right.
But with League, if I play a champion like, I don't know, I'm sorry for anybody who doesn't know what we're talking about with
Yeah.
League, but if I play a
Most people
champion
should
like
know.
Yeah, like
I don't
Ash-
even know what they're talking about with League. So
Okay, well, if I play a champion that's a ranged champion and I go up against a melee champion, then depending on what champion it is, I would usually counter them because I have the range on them, but they will do more damage than me.
right.
And that's the whole point. It's like, depending on what matchups there is, depending on what 5-on-5 team matchup and team composition that there is, the game will change no matter what.
Right, that's why it's so unpredictable because there's an endless number of combinations.
And they're constantly, at least once a month, coming out with a new champion, and then they're balancing other champions. New patches, new champions, new reworks to old champions that don't fit the new game anymore. So
what they're good at is Riot is great at doing little things that combat the biggest problem in games right now, which, you know what it is predictability.
Yes. And
is to combat, pretty much the fact that games go stale. They get stale, they get boring. It's like the same thing. It's repetitive. Even competitive gameplay like Call of Duties. I mean, that's why new ones got to come out every fucking year, because if it didn't, people would be like, all right, I'm done. Why? It gets so predictable. Because you have a set number of guns, you have a set number of combinations with the guns, you have set ways even to play in that game.
And you have set maps too, because
and then you have set maps. But in League is something, all right, let me tweak a character, or let me do this, and let me do that. And now everything is a 5-on-5 or a 3-on-3. And now you have these endless combinations, and that's what makes it so successful, is that they understand that they don't have to change much to really change it drastically, They add a new character, boom, there's a new ingredient in the formula, and all of a sudden the game is completely different.
And then all of a sudden every other character changes as well because of that new character. Yeah. And then items will change, like, they literally just took out the Deathfire Grass from the game because it got too overpowered. Rest in peace, Deathfire Grass, because new champions kept coming out and they kept using them. They kept using this item, and it just wound up being the first item built on, like, every champion that does magic damage. And it's like, well, there's something wrong here, so either we're going to take it out completely or we're going to rework it.
Another reason why I picked it is because it's a gaming icon. Like, I sit there 100%. And I'm like, I'm not going to play League, let's watch a League stream.
Yes.
And now you saw what they did in Korea. The president of Korea was there to watch people play this video game, and the grand prize is $10 million. So, and there's people making more money than, like, doctors off this shit.
League became a sport.
No, yeah,
well,
it's ridiculous.
Sport. It's esports. All competitive gaming became a sport. It's a legit thing now. There's a lot of money. There's betting. They did Fantasy LCS.
Yeah, it's sick.
Fantasy League Championship Series. It's literally,
it's an icon.
What the fuck was that?
Okay, don't mind, that's the ghost.
Okay, anyway.
No, it's a gaming icon right now. I had to pick League.
No, I definitely agree.
Like I said, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, I'm different. Like, if I had to pick a favorite game,
what you do?
I'm, which I do, and I had to think of all the games because honestly, I'm a big story mode guy. I'm a big first player gamer, and that's why I'm partial to Sony right now because they're coming out with these like epic blockbuster, almost movie quality games. And what I gotta pick favorite all time is definitely the Kingdom Hearts series. I can't pick one game from there. If I had to pick one, I'm gonna say two. But I'm gonna say the entire Kingdom Hearts series.
I'm trying not to do that because then it just makes it so much more broad. Just pick one.
All right, but listen to me. Listen. I'm saying two. I am gonna specifically call out Kingdom Hearts 2, but I'm going to say the Kingdom Hearts series because that's a game that does what so many games just can't. It makes a story that doesn't stretch over 4 sequels. It's a story that stretches over like two core stories. 2 core games that involve, like, the main storyline, and then splits up all this side information, all this backstory into these other games that are just awesome and hit after hit. And I don't really care what their number ratings are to me, because honestly, that's people's opinions. You play your game, you should be able to rate it. Right, you should be able to rate the game yourself. But these are games that have had me in the story my entire life, growing up, and from the age of like 9 when I got like Kingdom Hearts 1. And I remember like I couldn't get past like the first level. I thought it was the hardest thing in the world. And then Kingdom Hearts 2 came out, I bought that, and that fucking blew my mind because like I'm not a big Final Fantasy guy. I'm really not. I'm not a big fan of like turn-based RPG.
So, Japanese RPGs.
Japanese RPGs. I'm not like a huge fan, aside from the Pokemon series, but like they were able to blend like stories that you knew from growing up, like Disney characters and Disney worlds that like kids as the 90s, that's what we lived on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That was definitely that's our fucking crack right there.
The
Like,
reason why I bought the game was the Disney characters on the cover.
Exactly.
I knew nothing about it. And I
No.
was like, oh shit, Mickey, Goofy. Let's
and you
get
didn't
this.
have to.
Exactly.
Boom, let's put some awesome cover art. Mickey, Goofy, this fucking dude with some key sword, and you're just like,
sick. I love
right.
The key sword is fucking bad.
the Keyblade. That's one of the top 10
It's
weapons.
huge. It's
That's
huge.
one of the fucking top 10
without
weapons
a
of all
doubt,
time.
without a doubt.
If you could walk around the battlefield and be like, I have a giant key that not only beats the shit out of you but does magic,
Sick.
who's gonna fuck with you?
I'm gonna move back. I'm moving
I
here. In the
would
shop.
personally take
That
one of
makes
these
more
Keyblades, go into Iraq, and fucking hunt down ISIS with my magical key powers, and then probably unlock the keys to their brains and make them explode from the inside. And that would be my dream, if I could make that real.
If we were talking about dreams.
Right,
We
but
are
I'm not. I'm
not-
talking about favorite games. Anyway,
Quick aside.
Yeah.
quick
So you
aside,
know.
quick aside. Just so you know what actually goes on in my brain when I'm not talking.
But yeah, I do agree. I mean, I've never played Kingdom Hearts. I don't know why. I still have no idea.
I don't know why. I've given you the games. I'm like,
I
here,
know.
play.
I know.
play.
I just haven't. If they ever do a remastered version,
Which
on
they
it-
are.
They are, but
They
only
are.
for the PS3.
but only
right?
for the PS3.
No,
I don't
that
fucking know
came
what
out.
the PS3
That
anymore.
came out, and now it's been in discussion. At least I've read it up. I think
Yeah.
on IGN and somewhere else that now they're actually looking to port those to PS4, which would be
Which is good
great
because then I'll play them.
because
Yeah.
that is
Then I'll
also
play.
one of the only series that they literally take the old games, add some a little more content, tweak the graphics a little, and everyone goes gung ho. Everyone goes nuts over them because
Yeah.
why? The story is that epic.
I know.
I follow it. That's one of the only things I'll go on YouTube and I'll watch every single cutscene from the first game, all the side games up until now, just so I refresh my mind before I play the next installment in the story. And you know, I can't wait to Kingdom Hearts 3 because you know now they're always using that
a long time.
I know I'm gonna be waiting a long time, but you know what? I'm okay with it because
A long time.
up until now we've seen the same and I'm an artist, so you know I'm really big into how a game looks and the style. You know, we've seen the same, style, reiterated, that Final Fantasy type look, and it is great. You know, it's great. Like, it's awesome. But now to see that done in the Unreal Engine, thing that has been used for epic games,
Yeah.
I mean, Gears of War, that is definitely one of the best looking games I've seen in my entire life.
Mm-hmm.
Because why? That engine they're using is a fucking powerhouse.
It is.
It is a real, and what it's gonna crank out for this game is just gonna make this story 400 times more epic. You know, I really think the visuals and then the actual storytelling. Oh,
I think
Kingdom
that
Hearts
honestly,
3.
the top 3 engines that we use in video games is definitely the Unreal Engine, then Frostbite,
Frostbite's sick.
What is Frostbite for?
Battlefield.
Oh yeah,
And
It's so realistic,
It's
that's
fucking ridiculous. And
Yeah.
then I don't remember what it's called, but whatever the Call of Duty engine is fucking perfect.
Really?
Oh,
There's nothing wrong with the
Really?
Call of Duty engine. There's nothing.
I'm not
wrong
talking
with
about playability. I just mean looks like.
it. No,
Oh,
but that's different though
no,
because
playability's a big part,
playability
like,
is.
No, I know
engine, that's
playability
what
is
it
the main part. Yeah.
It's not anything realistic.
Like I said, I
because-
come at things from an artistic point
Yeah.
of view.
Well, yeah, but COD is not a realistic game. But the thing is, COD's gameplay
it's beautiful for its
they
gameplay.
mastered. Call of Duty literally mastered
Competitive
the
gameplay.
not even competitive. They mastered the first person shooter. If
Yeah.
you want to make a good first person shooter, copy Call of Duty, and there's a good first person shooter.
They mastered
No
it to
matter
the point
what,
where they drove it
no
into
matter
the ground.
what games that we don't play, like Advanced Warfare, to me sucks ass. I fucking hated it. It was a good first person shooter. Fuck yeah, but I hated it because
Do you know why we hate it? I
it
thought
was
about
stupid.
this. No, I thought about it the other day. The only reason why we hate Advanced Warfare is because we're not on at 5 p.m. waiting for everyone in a party and saying,
I
we're
guess.
running customs, till 9 o'clock at night. You're going to go on, nobody's going to be on, you're going to play for an hour, you're going to be so bored out of your mind, you're not talking to anyone, and that's it, you're done.
I guess so.
That's why,
Yeah,
like,
it's
World
true.
at War, how many hours of World at War have we played together? In the same house?
Way over
A lot.
probably over
That's what
100
I'm saying,
hours.
like-
Played a lot too.
In the same house, over 100 hours.
That's-
Just
yeah.
in general,
That's
over
what-
I'm gonna say over 4.
That's what I'm saying.
Over 400 hours without a doubt.
If you have no one to play with on these games like this, like, single-player games you play by yourself. You can play by yourself for hours and hours.
100%.
Games like this, you have to
Even
be
when
That's
the
why-
lights are closed and I shut my doors.
Okay.
another one of
Yeah.
Rich's
Anyway,
dreams, yeah.
that's why Destiny got so boring for me was because I was playing with you, and then
And that's it.
that
You wouldn't have
it
fun
was
if
just
you
me
weren't-
and you, and then you wanted to train it in because it got boring for you,
Yeah.
and then I kept playing it, and the more I kept playing it, I was like, I can't
Yeah.
do this by myself anymore. I don't want to sit there
No, but
and
even
just grind and grind.
even
and
with
grind
people,
and
after a
grind.
while, like I just feel like all you're doing is that like the only enjoyable part like is gonna be the talking, because it's just the same. You're literally doing the same fucking thing.
But that's a big part of competitive video games.
Oh no, it's a big part of competitive video games.
The relationships that you gain with them. You gain the chemistry with your team. It's like being on a baseball team. It's the same exact thing.
I understand.
And it's like you're pretty much playing the game that you've mastered already. You can't possibly get better at this game, but you still play it because of the times that you have on.
Right, but what I'm saying is, then at that point, what makes the game good? Is it the actual game, or is it just?
It's the game mixed in with your friends and the situations that happen.
The game, okay, this is what it is. The game has to be good in order for you to get immersed in it at first, and then at the end is what comes while you're playing it.
Yeah.
It's like a movie. Like, are you gonna go see a movie that has zero hype and zero trailers out and just fucking no, what the fuck is this? Well, I don't want to go see
What if it was the best movie ever?
You don't know that though, because if you just walk to the movie theater,
but what if my boy told me?
If you're going with friends, you go.
Exactly. If you walked in a movie theater and you're going to see Guardians of the Galaxy, and then all of a sudden you see on the thing, it just has a name of a movie called The Light Switch, and like you're like, what the fuck is the light? What? I've never even seen a trailer for that.
No, you should have seen the one that came before. It was called The Outlet.
Okay. Anyway, so you're going with the Kingdom Hearts series?
I'm definitely going with Kingdom Hearts, specifically Kingdom Hearts 2, because honestly, that's when like. You know how like you play Pokemon, you feel like you grew up with it, but it's always a different character. This is like a character you grow up with. Like you played the first game, and it's like you're playing with him at whatever age he is. I think he's like 12, and then, or was it 14 or something? And then you play the next game, and he's older. Like he wakes up in the beginning, like after you play through like this prelude story, he wakes up in like a hyperbolic time chamber type of thing. Because I know neither one of you played the game.
No, I've played it before.
Have you? Did you play 2?
Yeah, I played 2, but not enough to tell you like the storyline.
Yeah, no, like I think I've played 2 10 times.
Yeah, no, I've never played.
And he wakes up in one of these things, and it's like, and then you see him older, and like, it's a really iconic scene because like, not only is he older, but because he's in a hyperbolic time chamber, he's like. Or like a stasis sleep kind of machine. He's still in the same clothes that he was in when he went into it 2 years prior.
Okay.
So when he comes out, you see him and his clothes don't fit, and you see that he's grown, and it's like, wow, he's older now. Now time like to go on a more.
It's like he's older.
You feel connected.
He's older, right? You feel connected.
Like
he's
aging
with. Exactly. With the Harry, that's actually better.
Yeah.
Harry better analogy.
You want to watch every movie and see where he's at now, and like how much. Like if you see from like. Maybe 2 to 3, 3 to 4, like he's a little boy and then he's just like a man now.
Yeah, he's a little boy and all of a sudden he's hung like
let's say those movies came out. I'm not gonna say that they came out at any point like this, but let's just say they come out every 2 years, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll grow because obviously it's a real person. Yeah, it's a real actor,
right?
So he'll grow every 2 years, and you'll grow every 2 years. So it's like, oh wow, like. I went through this in the past 2 years. Let's see if he went through sort of the same thing. And it might not be the exact same thing as you, but it makes sense. And that's why the Kingdom Hearts series, what he just said, is cool, because video game characters a lot of times don't grow.
Yeah,
right. Like, if you look at God of War, like God of War 1, 2, and 3, Kratos is Kratos. He's not Kratos, older Kratos, older Kratos.
And you don't really feel that related to that psycho white rage monster.
No,
as much as
well,
you
he's
feel
a god.
related
How
to.
can you possibly feel related to him? And
I've been angry.
Oh, me too.
That angry, maybe not, but
let's move on.
Okay, well, okay. So Kingdom Hearts 2 is yours. Yours is League of Legends. Mine, I'm a mix of both of them. I played a lot of competitive gaming, and I played a lot of single player. Probably more single player gaming than anything, but I'm a very mix of both. So I thought of World at War because that was my competitive game. Thought of Black Ops 1, even MW2, but I said I couldn't go with a competitive game because it was too short-lived for me. So I know that everybody at this table knows what my favorite game is.
Fallout.
No.
Anal beads.
No.
Oh.
It is Oblivion.
Oblivion, there.
The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. Because my top three, not games, just series, it's The Elder Scrolls, then Fallout, then The Last of Us.
Second place.
Okay.
Last of Us was.
But.
It was a good game.
It was. But see, here's why The Elder Scrolls did it for me. And more than any of those other two. Because even though The Elder Scrolls doesn't have, like, between all the games, the storyline's amazing. But in each single game, the storyline's kind of meh. It doesn't catch you. It's not like, holy shit, I can't wait to see what happens next. It's kind of just like, no, hello. Yeah, it's kind of just like, wow, this is kind of cool, and I'm about to go slay this dragon because I'm a fucking badass, and then I'm going to do whatever I want. So, pretty much all the reason why you're distracting the fuck out of me when you do that.
What
My thoughts are completely going crazy.
That's my job.
So, with Oblivion, the reason why I picked Oblivion over Skyrim or Morrowind or anything in the Elder Scrolls series is because Oblivion is the one that I grew up with. I played Oblivion when I was
an Argonian.
No, that would be a lizard race. I played Oblivion when I was 10 years old or 11 years old, something like that. So, wait, when did I might have been 12. I was probably in like 8th grade.
Oblivion?
Yeah.
Oblivion came out when we were in...
Yeah, but I didn't play it when it first came out. It came out in 2006, 2007.
I'm saying it came out like when we were in, well, I was in 8th grade.
I was in 7th grade.
Oh, yeah, you're younger than me.
Yes, okay. So, Oblivion came out when I was in 8th grade, so I played it when I was in 7th grade, but I played it when I was in 8th grade, because that's when I got my 360, I got a year after everybody else, and I just sat down and played it, and it was the first game I've ever played in my entire life that literally I could just go in, my character didn't have a backstory, I woke up in a jail, and you don't know why you're in that jail, nobody ever tells you why you're in the jail, you're just there.
Did you ever find out why you were in that jail?
That's what you make up for yourself. That's why it's cool, because there's no backstory to your character is you. You name your character, you create how he looks, you create how he fights, you create everything about your character, and nobody's going to have the same character as you. Because even if all of your stats are the same, my backstory of why I'm in this prison and why I'm even helping the Emperor, or try and save the Emperor, or try and find the new Emperor and Martin, whatever, that's my story, and I make it however I want, and I will do the tasks and quests however I want, whenever I want, and I'll take as long as I want to do it.
Right.
There's no time limit.
If you want to spend a half hour, roaming this giant landscape, finding crabs and smacking them over the head with a big giant hammer, you can do whatever you want.
I can do it, and you do that a lot.
I played whack-a-mole for at least 20 minutes. I know when I first got that game, I was like, oh my god, a two-handed giant fuck. 1, 2, 3, and then they made this crunchy sound. It was nice because it always felt like when I was stepping on cockroaches.
Yeah.
Like you do all the time.
Yeah.
I have a question though. Does everybody wake up in the jail?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. That's how the game starts. It's like...
Because I would have been like, wow,
I'm in a jail.
If you put this disc in, they're like, oh, I woke up in a jail. Oh shit, I'm riding a horse.
It's not
that'd be sick.
See, this is how...
if you guys have different openings to your
that would be cool, but that's nearly impossible to do.
It's not.
No,
it's not. Because think about it.
With a game like that...
You could pick Destiny, and you could be a warlock. You could be a titan.
Yeah, but you all wake up the same.
I'm saying you could pick something in it. Say you pick a different character, you start off a different way.
I woke up like this.
You know?
I guess, yeah. But that's also based on what character you pick. Like, if it's going to be completely random, the only game that I can think of that's completely random is Minecraft.
Yeah, there you go. It's randomly generated,
But that's why, because in Oblivion, the game's too big that there's not enough memory to do that.
Yeah,
it's it's fucking impossible.
No, but I guess...
You can still wake up in a different part of the same open world, though.
And I'm sure...
But that's the thing, because when the story comes with spoiler alert, this game came out in 2008, so I really hope that that you guys played this game already. But
wait, I think that's... Wait, who's knocking? Is that the door?
Nobody's knocking.
Oh, we ordered food.
Yeah, we ordered that food, man.
Bro, nobody's at the door.
Alright, that
was
$30
by the way, so 15-ish.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay, anyway.
My wallet is giving you when we get food.
So...
Sorry.
What happened... So... Because, Nick, I know you've never played Oblivion before, so... What it is you literally go into... You wake up in the jail, right? And... You wake up, this guy across the hall from you is talking to you, he's talking shit, and, he's a fucking pussy, you got to kill him later. It's fucking awesome. I fucking slayed that dumbass little midget. Anyway.
Was he a midget?
Yeah, he was like a little elf ghoul thing, or whatever the fuck he was. I think he was, at least. I don't remember. I always stood above him, because I felt more powerful.
I missed that game. I was... Yes. You are beneath me.
No, I hated that guy. So anyway, he talks shit to you, right? And then, Richie's played Kingdom Hearts 2 at least 10 times. I've beaten Oblivion, I can honestly say I've put more than at least 500 hours into that game because I fucking played that game more than I've done anything in my entire life. Mm-hmm. And so you wake up, and all of a sudden the Emperor, Martin Septim, I think. No, not Martin Septim. It's Uriel Septim.
Uriel Septim.
Yes,
I remember that because I don't like his name.
Yes, Uriel.
Sounds like urinal.
Yeah, it does sound like urinal. It sounds like if a urinal and Ariel
and Muriel.
No, Ariel from The Little Mermaid. If she had a baby.
Who the fuck is Ariel?
No.
Ariel.
Muriel from Courage.
Or all three of those, if they had a hybrid baby, would be the king of that game.
It's true. Anyway, so Uriel Septim comes in, with 2 guards, and he's like, you're the one from my dream, and your guy's like, what the fuck are you talking about? and you can even ask the question, you're like, why am I in here? Like, even your guy doesn't know why he's in this jail. So, you're like, why am I in here? And then Uriel will say...
Urinal.
Yes.
Urinal.
Uriel will say, honestly, I don't know and I don't care, but you're like the chosen one, and you are to save Tamriel from the days of Oblivion. From the days of Oblivion. So, whatever, you escape the jail.
What you mean the gates of Oblivion? They were Oblivion gates, not
days. Yes, but the days of the Oblivion crisis.
Go on.
Anyway, so, stop being technical. Jesus Christ. So, anyway, so they come around, right? And they go through this, like, secret passageway through the door. And the guards are like, stay in here, prisoner. And they walk away, and you're like, well, I'm not going to fucking stay in here. I'm going to walk this way. So you start following them, and then you save him from an assassination attempt. And then it keeps going, and then finally he's like, this was meant to be. I was meant to die here. You have to go find Martin, my successor, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then you let the assassins in the Mythic Dawn kill him, and then you go out into the world and find Martin, and then the game starts.
Yeah.
So that's why in that game, and games like that, it can become a random starting point. Like in Skyrim, you start off as a prisoner, and when you're about to get decapitated, your head chopped off, all of a sudden Alduin comes, the main villain in the game, the dragon, and starts blowing fire everywhere, and then that's the days when the dragons come back in Skyrim. So the beginnings of the game always set up the main story, and that's the only linear part about the game is the beginnings, and then the rest of it is you do whatever the fuck you want. You don't even have to do the main story. You could just go start slaying people and then join the Dark Brotherhood, and that's all you ever have to do in that game. And it's a full game in itself. I love the Dark Brotherhood. They're just an assassin's guild that don't give a fuck about anything.
That's all.
No, I remember when I first joined, I didn't have a lot of fucks to give, and I was like, hey, this seems like a good idea and a good place for me to find, because I can't seem to find fucks to give. And I looked and I searched and I didn't find any. So after that, I joined them and I looked and I searched and I killed a lot of people.
Yes. So anyway, the way you join Dark Brotherhood in Oblivion is I did it on accident, which is why it's fucking cool, because there was a homeless guy outside the castle, and I don't know why I didn't know how to get into the castle, and well, it wasn't a castle, it was the walls of the Imperial City. Because you escape through the sewers. And there's just this homeless guy, and he had a blade on him, like a little dagger, and I wanted it. So I beat him to death. It was hard, but I did it. And I took his clothes, I took his dagger, and then I was trying to figure out how to play the game. So I got into the Imperial City, paid 10 gold to go into a hotel because I thought it was going to give me like a bonus. It like got my health up and shit like that. Mm-hmm. So I slept, and all of a sudden, usually like the time will go down like an hour or a second, and then you'll wake up depending on how long you want to sleep for. This just went straight down, and I was like, what the fuck just happened? My game just glitched, and I get up, and all of a sudden there's this guy in a black cloak that's standing in front of me, and he's like, I know what you did. And you're like, what the fuck are you talking about? He's like, you killed that innocent man. Mm-hmm. And it's like, whoa, what are you saying? He's like, meet me here, 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 and your training will begin, and then he walks away. It's like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely one good thing about, like, the Elder Scrolls game is they're able to, like, actually create what the fuck moments in games, and I feel like that doesn't happen because, like, you'll play a game that's like, alright, I can kind of predict what's going to happen next, but that game had so many, like, where the fuck did this come from? Because it's so big.
It's so big, exactly.
And honestly, like you said, you could play through the main storyline, and that's one game. Or I could play through this guild, and that's another game.
And then there's 4 more guilds to play through. It's like, holy shit.
And in a way, it's like you're getting 7 games in one, because they're all just these storylines and these lineages are so distinctly different than the last. And sometimes it even creates different playing experiences.
100%.
It's definitely one thing that Bethesda has done, awesomely with these games.
And the same thing with Fallout, because it's the same exact concept. Right. Except in a different time period.
Wait, I also want to go back to the Dark Brotherhood, because I remember, like, in Skyrim, there was actually different ways to join, right?
Yes, and that was fucking sick.
And you got one, and I got another one. I got the one where all the guy did was he hands me a note, and it had a black hand on it.
That says
and then and it says, we know that somebody visited me at night, and it said something similar to you.
Well,
but you didn't get that, right?
No, what happens in Skyrim is that you could join the Dark Brotherhood 3 ways, which is The Dark Brotherhood is probably the coolest thing about all the Elder Scrolls games, because you're literally just a league of assassins, like in Batman. Just like a league of assassins that don't give a fuck about anything, and the only rule is to not kill any of your brothers.
Yeah.
That's it. So, literally, what happens is in Skyrim, you have 3 ways of doing it. You could visit this kid who's praying to the Night Mother, who's like the Dark Brotherhood's like leader, their god, almost. And so he's praying he does this whole ritual, and you walk into his house and you're like, what the fuck is going on? He goes, you're from the Dark Brotherhood, and you have 3 options. You have 3 dialogue options. You could be like, sure. Or like, yes I am, like I heard your like seance call, and then the other one's like, no I'm not, what the fuck are you doing, weirdo? Like something like that. And of course you pick one of the first 2.
Yeah.
And then you go kill Olga, I think Olga the Kind or something like that.
Doesn't matter.
She was
It doesn't matter.
it doesn't matter what your name is.
You're forgetting the reference.
She was an orphanage, like head, and she was a bitch. So this kid wanted her dead, and you go kill her. And then once you kill her, you like go to sleep, and then all of a sudden you wake up in a cabin that is just like, what the fuck? Where am I? And then there's just this lady ninja girl chilling, and her legs like going back and forth, just swinging on top of like the fridge, and she's like, so. You like taking our contracts? And you're like, where am I? And she goes, no, don't worry. Don't worry. There needs to be a blood price paid for this contract that you stole from us. And you're like, well, I didn't even know I stole it. I just did what the kid asked. And she's like, no, it's okay. If you'll turn around, you'll notice the blood price being paid. And you turn around, and there's these 3 people with their legs and arms handcuffed and tied on their knees with bags over their head, and she's like, one of them stole from us or killed one of our brothers. You need to kill one of them, but I'm not going to tell you which one. You need to pick.
That's sick.
And it's like, holy shit. And it turns out, no matter who you pick is the right one, all she wanted to know is that you had the balls to do it, and then she invites you to join the Dark Brotherhood if you want. And then...
Oh, that's great.
Is that stopping?
That might be...
Hopefully.
Yes! You ready? We're back!
Alright! Back to the show.
Okay, sorry about that. Food break. Okay. We're back. Anyway, that's why Oblivion was my favorite game. Next topic.
In conclusion.
Next topic is my topic. And the topic is Star Wars.
Ooh.
Sith or Jedi. Benefits, downsides, dental and healthcare. Because I know that's on everybody's mind.
Yep.
Alright, it is my topic, but you know what? Let's start this how we did the other order. Nick, what do you think? Sith or Jedi?
Oh, that's so hard.
That's
Is it?
really hard.
Could we add something?
No, we can't.
How can you add something?
Because I make the topic.
No, wait.
I would like it.
I'm a
to add-
totalitarian.
Yeah, you might be, but there is another little thing in Star Wars.
The Mexicans.
Bounty hunter.
Bounty hunter. I'm picking Bounty Hunter. I want to follow...
this really involves more about the health and the dental, though.
Yeah, I want to follow in my man Boba's footsteps. From his...
He's a clone.
No, he's a little
Yeah,
bit
but
of a
he's the
clone.
best clone.
He's the best clone
He's
ever.
the bestest clone.
Bro, Django
Yeah.
was like,
Unchained.
you man.
Yes, like
my
the
boy.
Unchained one.
You might.
Yeah. Nah, but
I don't know why he picked. He was just like, you know what? I like you.
Alright.
I like you, kid.
If I were to edit
Get
this
over
topic, I'd pick Bounty Hunter. But we'll stay on your topic
No, well, why would you pick Bounty Hunter though?
because of Boba Fett. He's just a big badass. But honestly, I would just like, I don't know, the Jedi and the Sith. It's hard to pick. That's why I was just, get my way
Yeah,
out.
so
and just
you just did a
Yeah,
cop out.
yeah,
I copped out.
You
I
kind
copped
of
out
just
because you
weaseled
copped
your way out of the entire debate that I wanted.
You really can't pick, but if we're
Yes, I
talking
can.
about,
I'll show you why.
alright, if we're talking about, like, if we're in episode 7, like, this is where our character would take place in episode 7. Would it?
Or episode 8. Well, they're filming 7.
Not in the
so
original fucking 6.
Yeah,
Just,
maybe
let's go.
if
Alright,
we were casted in episode 8.
Alright, then I'd have to be a Jedi.
Okay.
Because there's so little of them now. What is it? It's only Luke.
Mm-hmm.
It's only Luke and his kids.
And
No. It's called The Force Awakens. There's probably a whole.
Yeah,
there's
that's
probably
what I'm saying.
a fuckload of them now. A decent
Unless
fuck
I was like a big person in the Sith, not just like a fighter, I pick them. But
oh, so you
as a regular person, just definitely a Jedi.
that's pretty much saying, yeah. I mean, if I
wasn't the main motherfucking bitch,
if I can't be a dictator, I might as well just be a police officer.
That's exactly it. Exactly.
All right, well,
But yeah, I pick a Jedi. I just want to use the Force, you know. Obviously, the dark side can use the Force.
I'm pretty sure
too.
they put him.
But I'm saying like I want to use it for good and a little bit of bad. Maybe
And a little
might be Anakin. I might stay with the good side and
spoilers.
yeah,
Spoiler: Anakin now
find my way to the
not
dark
Darth Vader.
side. So yeah, I pick Jedi.
Never mind, you're going back.
Anyway.
Jedi.
Alright, so you're going Jedi, I'm going Jedi too. I'm going to make this in very easy debate.
Damn
I'm
it, I
sorry.
wanted to go to Jedi.
Well, now it's
My
your-
reason is completely different, but
Well, you didn't even hear my reason.
I'm a Sith now.
Okay, well, you got it for the sake of debate because we can't all be in agreement.
Alright, I'll
So-
explain.
Okay.
But I'm a Jedi, slowly looking at the dark side. It's in the view, you know.
Oh, I see it.
He's,
You know,
he
I'm
might
like,
be succumbing to
It's in
temptation.
the view.
You're like one of
If
those.
I get a good offer, like LeBron James. If I get money,
I got it.
if I get good money, you know.
Right.
Sith Lord's like, yo, Steph.
We got really good.
All right, listen.
Yeah, we got really
I
good
didn't even
on the
look
dark
at shit.
side.
Yeah, I explained
Well,
what?
no, I'm not saying mine. I'm just gonna be. I just wanted to give an analogy as to what would happen. I was gonna give a backstory. I was gonna give like a hypothesis, like one of those like Family Guys, and like all of a sudden like there's a sidetrack and you see like a little clip video. But,
Nothing to
you
do with
interrupted that.
hypothesis, but go on.
Yeah.
No, it's my theory. It was my theory. So like I figured like you sitting down with maybe Palpatine, you know, if he was alive.
dead.
I know he's dead,
Yeah.
but like,
Go on.
all right,
The new Sith Lord.
the new Sith Lord. We don't know him yet. There's just
It could be her.
He might
all I
be
know
my
is there's
mom.
some guy with a fucking
Possibility.
dinky lightsaber, which is really funny because like I read a lot of articles like about like people's reactions to it, and like, with the new hilt, and like Ewan McGregor, the guy who was the who played Obi-Wan. No, don't fuck.
Badass.
No, that's not even his name.
Badass Conor McGregor.
Badass.
Notorious.
No, stop. Ewan McGregor. That was his name. He
Ewan
played
McGregor?
Obi-Wan.
I guess.
Oh my god, I'm fucking up his
Just
name.
go on.
The guy who played Obi-Wan Kenobi.
The guy who played Obi-Wan Kenobi.
And
That's the
1, 2,
main
and 3.
three. In 1, 2, and 3.
Dope beard though.
Dope beard.
Don't beat her.
Great guy. Really, he plays a great role in all of his
Go on.
movies. Anyway, he was like, they interviewed him. They're like, well, what do you think about the new? He goes, fucking lightsaber looks like a toy. He's like, it looks a little dinky. Like, why is it? I mean, he's like, people who knew how to use a lightsaber, and we knew how to use a lightsaber because you know they have to train. They actually pretty much have to invent a martial art. He's like,
100%.
you wouldn't need that.
No.
And I thought about it because, like, I remember we had a conversation before, you know, this, about, like, why they would do that, like, you know, technological advancements because so many people had their arms chopped off. But alright, so where do I start with?
Okay. Sorry, more technical difficulties. This is
Taking
why
off
this
my
is the
hoodie.
first
It's
one.
hot here.
This is why this is the first one. Anyway, what were you saying?
take it off, I see your nipple.
Okay. Sorry about the technical difficulties. This was the first podcast ever. Ran out of space. So anyway, you were saying about the technological advances of the lightsabers.
I don't really have one in my hands, believe it or not. Yeah. Ewan McGregor. God, I hope that's... It's not Conor McGregor. Stop.
Oh, it's Conor McGregor.
Badass.
You know what?
Notorious.
We're gonna do this.
Alright, well anyway, while he's looking this up, I'll go. I would say Jedi. Because Jedis always fucking win. They always fucking win.
What?
What? They always win, bro.
What?
Ewan McGregor. God damn it, I had it right.
Okay, so you can't... The Jedis always win. Because no matter what...
Why is that?
Because look at every movie, they always
That's
win.
because they didn't draft me.
The Jedis always win. And you, at home, know that. Because look at all the movies. One, even though Qui-Gon died,
Look what happened to Mace Windu. Where's he at? Huh?
he's dead. But did the Jedis win?
Now, isn't it typical that
They
the
did.
only black Jedi was killed? I'm calling racism on that.
No, a bunch of Jedis are killed.
Oh yeah, the green ones too.
Every
Every was killed
every
except for
Jedi was
Obi-Wan.
killed. And Anakin.
And
Well, Anakin, you could technically say, was killed because he became
He's not
Darth Vader, and now he's a Sith.
No, how was he killed?
Because Anakin
You're not
Skywalker
getting
was
the
killed,
metaphor.
and Darth
Right,
Vader
yeah.
was born.
it's metaphorically Anakin is dead.
So is he still alive? Yes. In a Darth Vader suit.
Sure.
yeah,
So he's not dead.
no, but he's like half robot.
He got traded.
though.
Yeah, but he's like half robot.
He got.
Yeah, that's why he does that.
Is he still alive?
Yeah.
Okay.
Somehow,
Case closed.
with force power, whatever, it doesn't matter either way. Okay, okay?
Okay, let's go.
Okay. The Jedi's always win. And the Jedi's are always more powerful no matter what. Even though you got Sidious who could do his little freaking lightning hands.
Yeah,
You know, they
some
really
real
made...
shit.
Honestly, they really made him derpy.
Decrepit ass fucking hands
He
like
is
this.
one derpy character. It's like,
Hold on, I'm about to attack you. Raptor hands, lightning.
that's his fucking power? Like, I mean, I like the lightning, but why does he have to, you know, like, really rear himself up and stick his hands out all spazzy like? I mean, he just does it so...
Well, he dies.
I know. And good riddance.
Which is why I picked Jedi. Because now Luke is the best Jedi and Force holder, Sith, Jedi, whatever, ever, of all time. And he will always be, even in death. So,
Okay.
even though he didn't die yet.
That's not bad.
All right.
So I'm picking Jedi. Now you have to pick Sith.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
come up with the
I'm
big
gonna
one.
pick Sith
You have to.
because I have to at this point. They didn't really leave me an option now, did they? But I just want to say I would originally pick Jedi only because I really feel like their dental and health plan is really, really good. Because listen, Episode 1, Darth Maul, that motherfucker had some gnarly teeth.
Did he
Then,
even have teeth?
yeah, and I'm pretty sure they were yellow because I remember him going.
Episode 4.
No, that's the one.
No,
Darth Maul.
we're talking about one, Phantom Menace, Darth Maul.
Oh,
Double
yeah, that is
lightsaber?
one.
Yeah.
But the 4th, I just got confused.
Yeah, now and then when you start seeing more Palpatine in the original trilogy, motherfucker also gnarly teeth.
But
Probably.
Palpatine was old, though.
I know he was
And
old,
decrepit.
but why does that mean your teeth gotta go?
Well, look at the rest of them.
Look at that. But you don't think? Okay, listen, we got all this technology. We you know, people, we're universally connected. Dentists aren't.
Anakin had good hair.
Anakin had great hair.
Oh, but then he
And he got burnt off.
and then he got chopped the fuck up.
Right.
Yeah.
So why couldn't Palpatine just be like, hey, I'm gonna take an hour or two out of, you know, dictatoring the shit out of all of you with my boy Vader, and I'm just gonna go get some work done, look a little better, make myself prettier, maybe meet a girl. You know what? That's why he was cranky, because he never had a side chick.
But
Yeah.
He only had his main bitch, and she died.
But if you think about it, Palpatine was also part of the good, so wouldn't he have their dental plan?
That's what I'm saying. He had the government's dental plan.
He had both dental plans.
He had
Yeah.
both dental plans, and
So
that
why
motherfucker was
would
still like, look at me. Shit, look like a 1960s British chick. Niggas like, what
Now,
the fuck?
I have a really good question about Star Wars right now.
Wait,
Why is every motherfucker getting their hand chopped off? Or
That's
limbs?
what I was saying.
I don't like that shit.
I don't know. I feel like it's like the go-to thing. You know, it's like,
Chopped up.
Yeah,
I'm about to be defeated.
Why the hell?
Do anything.
because that's
Because
what
then he can't
the
use a
light-
saber.
I, obviously, but that didn't stop anyone who got their hand chopped off.
That's
did
true.
it?
They
They
just
just
got
got new
robotic
hands.
hand.
Okay.
So if you could get a robotic hand, why
So
can't you
start
get a fucking
chopping-
root canal?
Either kill him or chop something else off.
But that's the whole point, because Jedi's don't kill.
But I'm saying, yeah, but true.
Maybe fucking Count Dooku got his head chopped the fuck
All
off.
right, so
Yeah,
the
yeah,
lightsaber,
yeah.
stick it up the nose or something.
Huh? I will now defeat you. Hold on, just
No, no, he's not defeating you. You just taking the nose off, you know.
Well, but you can't get past you can't get to their
But
faces.
with
They're all like,
The better dental plan and better health plan of the Jedi's,
right.
it really wouldn't matter.
they could get a
All
robotic
right.
nose.
So,
Yeah.
all right. Listen. Now I have to pick Sith, right? And give a reason why I'm
Yeah.
picking the Sith. Okay.
yeah, well, they're a bunch of pussies.
You know, consider. Okay, listen, not everybody. All right, training fucking sucks. I mean, you think Jedi got it hard? I mean, we don't get love. We don't get hugged at the end of the day. You know, we get more
Pounds to the
stabs,
ass.
or that,
By another guy,
or that,
and you're a guy,
or that,
so that would hurt
or that.
a lot.
But what if I liked it?
Well, then that's fine. But I mean, they never had any arc where that happened.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I didn't like it, so that was just all corporal punishment.
Anyway, so
That's
I
all
think
right.
we can establish that the Jedi's are better.
Yes.
Yeah.
But as a Sith, I want to say one benefit is definitely I have the ability to microwave food with my hands.
Yes,
Force lightning. Now I have reheated pasta.
it's true.
Yes.
Right?
But also, I mean, honestly, the Sith are more powerful.
Oh, and yeah, I could pretty much
They're just not. They're just
and
not
I could
smart.
bring back the fucking dead. Hello? I
Yeah,
could
but that was a lore story. I
Uh
don't know
huh.
if that
Had to
was
come
true.
from somewhere.
I don't know. I didn't read the extended
Well,
universe, so I don't know.
Supposedly, I could bring the fucking dead back to life, and if I did, I would bring all my boys back, kill all y'all motherfuckers.
Yeah, but that's the thing, though. You're dead already, and how'd you die? You probably got killed by a Jedi.
I just realized something. Star Wars is an allusion to gang wars between the Bloods and the Crips.
No.
Think about the colors of the lightsabers.
That's about the only thing that they have in common.
Yeah.
Think about it.
I'm thinking about it, and that's
I'm
about the
thinking about
only
it,
thing they have in common.
Now, Rich, I have a question for you.
It's
If
obvious.
You got 2 questions for me.
If you were higher up in the Sith, like you said,
Mm-hmm.
would you recruit me?
To be my little Padawan bitch? Fuck yeah. You'd be like, you my Padawan bitch.
But you do realize
I'm
that eventually...
gonna call you Darth Susie.
You do
At least I'm
realize...
a Darth, though.
You do realize, though, that every Padawan... The reason why there aren't as many Sith is because every Padawan bitch winds up becoming not a Padawan bitch and killing their master.
Yeah, because honestly, it just happens all the time. It's like the evolution that everyone gets power hungry and just fucking murders
That's
everyone.
why the Sith fucking sucks, because they even when they're not getting killed by Jedi, they get killed by their own fucking people. So who
They are
cares?
the worst army.
Yeah. Without a doubt, all you got is fucking clones and droids on your side. I got fucking people who won't kill me.
Well,
True.
you sit down a bunch of Sith. Well, what do you guys do for fun? Oh, we just fucking overthrow each other.
Oh, you shut up, phone.
Hey, stop calling me now. Oh, great. Oh, you listening?
No, but that's the thing. The only thing that the Jedis have to worry about is that one powerful motherfucker Sith that can just do whatever he wants in his lightning
That's the
tanks.
fucked up thing. It's like the alpha wolf complex. Like, eventually you're just gonna get this really guy who fucked everyone up, and he's like, I'm really not gonna stop at nothing, because if he didn't kill me, and he didn't kill me, you think you're gonna kill me?
No.
You've been coddled and loved your whole life? Fuck you!
And then eventually, my Padawan's gonna kill me. So even you can't kill me.
And then eventually, I'm gonna go train this motherfucker, and he's gonna stab me, and then good luck stabbing that motherfucker.
But then it's the cycle of the Jedi and Sith life, and the Jedi always win. So,
Case closed.
case closed.
Case closed.
Jedis are better. One, because they're fucking awesome. They have better colors.
They have better hair.
They have better hair.
No, I mean, that red lightsaber is amazing.
They have better
beards.
colors. They have better hair. They have better beards, and they have better dental health care.
But Darth Maul had spike hair.
He didn't have hair. He was bald. That was his
had
head.
spike hair.
He had horns.
He had horns. That
He
was
had
his fucking
spike
head.
horn hair, and that was awesome.
That's not hair.
Okay,
That's his head.
listen. Then he had face tats.
Yeah,
Also
he has
awesome.
that face tats. It's pretty badass.
He had face tats.
Now I see the blood in the crypt reference. Wow.
Now he sees the blood in the crypt reference. Face tats. Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last thing, once again, instant hot pockets for any Sith Lord. Just.
Or I could just be a Jedi and throw him in the fucking
Imagine
microwave.
this. Now imagine this.
No.
Can we imagine this right now?
I'm imagining.
If you were a Sith Lord, right? I would have someone once a day just have a whole handful of popcorn seeds and throw one by one, like poof. How much fun would that be? Pull.
Gather round, gather round.
And then
Watch what I do.
throw 4 at a time.
Pull.
Watch
Pull.
him go with his finger.
He starts making music with them like the Tesla coils.
All right, so
Okay, so we
Yeah.
established that still
Yeah.
Jedi are better 100%.
Thank you for making me use my imagination.
yeah, it's really fun.
Alright.
I'd have
Next.
make a game mobile app. Sith Lord popcorn flying out.
Oh my god,
I'd be sitting there all like.
we could be millionaires. We're copywriting this on air, by the
we
way,
heard
because
that.
if anybody makes an
Copyrighted.
app like this, I'm honestly going to
Yeah.
come to your house.
Copyrighted.
I'm going to take some eggs. I'm going to ingest the eggs. Then I'm going to secrete them all over your chest through my bowels.
Okay. So next topic.
Welcome to the courthouse. Oh, you know we gotta. Yo, I have such a good idea for the courthouse. Considering
Case
this is the
closed.
courthouse, yeah, but we need a gavel.
Yeah.
And actually just case
Case
closed.
closed.
We need. I have an Arizona can. Case
Case
closed.
closed.
Case closed.
All right.
All right.
I
So-
have a ninja sword in there.
We can stick the ninja sword into here and make a makeshift gavel.
No. Okay. Anyway.
We could just buy one on Amazon.
Yeah,
Or
we
that.
should buy a gavel. Anyway, next topic.
I want a blue one.
Next topic is gonna be mine,
That's gonna be yours.
and I changed it up.
I thought you had
a
the.
bunch of times.
I did the best video games.
Yeah.
See, first podcast. Gotta
So
get the
first
kicks out.
podcast. The reason why I'm doing this question, this topic, is because of the first podcast. We have to get everything out. Star Wars, big topic.
Two
Favorite
of the
video
three.
game, very big topic.
2 of the 3 have Star Wars tattoos. Me and him. It's mine's right here, right? You can't see it.
All right, but
have tattoos, but they're all skin colored. You know.
yeah. All right, so I'm gonna go big topic. I'm gonna say favorite movie / series, and why.
Wait, series? Are we talking about
Like
TV series, or are we talking about movie series?
Movie
So,
series.
All right,
Movie
well,
series.
can I not pick Star Wars? Can I pick something other
No,
than
no,
Star
since
Wars?
you
No
just
Star
talked about
Wars.
Star Wars.
All right,
Yeah.
no
No
Star
Star
Wars.
That's no Star Wars. That's
Star
very
Wars,
up there.
because Star Wars is
Yeah,
mine.
that's up there.
Star Wars is my
No,
number
stop.
one.
It's number
And
one.
wait now. Is it a singular movie or is it series? Is it two different ball games?
All right, you can pick a series
Well,
and,
let's
then,
say-
and
yeah.
then say your singular movie in the series.
Fine.
Let's
So
say
it
like
has
your
to be a
movie.
series.
Let's say your movie is like your favorite
Yes.
movie is like Inception. That's not a series. That's
Yeah,
one
yeah,
movie.
yeah.
Or you could be like the Avengers series.
Yeah.
Or
But that's
like,
my point is like they're two different things. Like series are like really vast stories, and then you have the
No, you
singular
throw out your
stories.
series and your favorite
Okay,
movie in the
so
series.
that's what I'm getting at. So we
Okay.
have to pick a series.
You don't
and
have to pick a
no,
series.
you don't have to pick a series. But if you do pick a series, you got it's like the video game.
Yeah,
It's like the video game. You could
like
pick
Kingdom Hearts.
like he picked League of Legends. That's one video game.
Fine.
Yeah. But you guys know mine, so don't even pick it.
You win.
I do know your answer. I'm not picking. it.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
He's actually a really big fan. Ever since I know him of like the My Little Pony, lineage and
He's a brony.
all that. He
What's the
loves
pony's name?
bronies.
There's a new pony, yo.
Nene.
It was a pop character. and
Nene
his-
Horse.
His name is like Rainbows Full of Shit, like some shit like that, something like that. I'm serious.
Rainbows
It was,
full
it was
of
like
shit.
the 6-inch one. It was huge, and it was such a cool name.
Rainbows full of
He's
shit.
But I
not a
think
brony, I
the
was kidding.
coolest name ever
I'm
I've
not-
seen in like anything, it's in Big Hero 6, and his name is Wasabi No Ginger.
Oh yeah, what's up?
That's badass.
That's
That's really
fucking badass.
Oh, the wasabi no ginger.
Okay.
All right, we're going.
Oh, the mother.
So
Alright, we're
Justin, go
going.
first.
I'll start first. So, see, this is a difficult choice for me because I was actually going to bring a topic once of
Digital Playground.
no, it was going to be what is our top movie of 2014, but we can do that a separate time.
Yeah, separate time.
A separate time, but this
We should do that a separate time.
this is going to be a little spoilers for that topic because one of my top movies is Wolf of Wall Street, but I'm not going to pick that, and I'm going to pick Django Unchained
Oh, I saw that coming.
That's a good one.
because that movie's
It was astonishing.
it was an astonishing movie. I'm gonna we're gonna unpack this, okay? We're gonna unpack it. So number one, Quentin Tarantino. Don't really like him as a director, but that movie he did a phenomenal direction. Because the reason why I don't like Quentin Tarantino is because he's too like over the top, but he's too over the top. But with that movie, it actually worked out really, really good, the over-the-topness of him. So
Yeah.
that's one thing. His direction of the movie is fucking phenomenal.
To be
Second
honest,
thing-
in order for that movie to succeed, it had to go over the top. It had to
that's
go.
not true.
Yeah, no, it had to go places where it wasn't like where society doesn't
Yeah.
normally go.
Like
It
uh,
had to be.
No,
that
I'm not
successful.
talking. I'm not talking about over-the-top as in like over-the-top topics. I'm talking about like when Django at the end shot the sister
Yeah,
and she
imagery.
went flying sideways.
Both. That's what I'm
Like,
saying.
that's
Imagery.
Quentin Tarantino. Though.
That's
No.
that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
but he's talking about over-the-top as in like slavery, like what
No,
they were doing.
I'm
not talking
I'm
about
literally
that.
talking about both. Like in order to
Oh, I'm
convey
not talking about
Yeah.
that.
the extreme of that, he had to go extreme with his imagery.
But also, you're talking about Quentin Tarantino, and you know that's coming. Like you know,
Yeah,
right,
that's
gonna
what
get
I'm
shot
saying.
You're saying,
fine.
yeah, that's just his
no,
thing,
I know,
yeah.
that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm not in a lot of movies that he directs. I don't like that because I'm like that was unnecessary. But in Django, I thought it was really cool.
We should get couches.
like Michael
Very
Bay.
Like Michael Bay is
explodes
everything. Michael
Paper
Bay's-
towel
Michael
Yeah.
Bay's literally the point of a Michael Bay movie is
is
to
to
watch
explode
shit
the most shit
explode.
ever.
Michael Bay
My
will
Little
literally
Pony.
Michael Bay will literally buy a $250,000 like
Explosion.
Bugatti and
Just
like
to fucking
just
blow it
throw
up.
dynamite in there
Yeah.
and then just blow it up. And I'm surprised he doesn't blow it up himself because he probably does.
I'm surprised he hasn't made a movie about apple picking.
He's
All
a
the fucking apples
pyromaniac.
have like
Michael
C4
Bay
in
is
them.
Michael
a
Bay is a
pyromaniac,
pyromaniac.
but
But
yeah.
anyway, back to Django.
Yeah.
So that's the first thing. Quentin Tarantino's direction in that movie was phenomenal. Second thing, the actors in that movie were astonishing because Leonardo DiCaprio is my favorite actor, and I
Yes.
love the fact that you have to wait. There's two things about Leo in that movie three things that I love. One, the direction that like one of the main characters in the movie you don't even meet until you're literally an hour and a half into the movie. Literally, the entire movie's building up to meeting Leonardo DiCaprio.
Mhm.
It's not, there's this, like, guy, Leonardo DiCaprio. You find out once, this is where Django's wife is. We gotta go there. And it's just
my
Leonardo
Mandingo
DiCaprio.
fights. You like my Mandingo fights? I have my Mandingo fights right my den with me,
Yo,
my wife,
exactly.
my
The thing
baby.
about Leo, that like scene, you know, when he cut his hand
Yes.
open, that's like
That
legit
is
stuff.
That's Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yo, like he
Yeah.
really cut his hand
Yes,
and
I
he
know.
went on with it. I think that's awesome.
That was my second thing. Is
Yeah.
the scene where he smashes the table and accidentally smashes the drink, his glass, and the glass shatters into his hand. And his hand is bleeding, and then one of the slaves walks out, and he wipes his real blood all over her face, and she screams. That was not scripted.
Sick. I got
that
chills
was,
thinking about it.
Yes, that was because she screamed because that wasn't supposed to fucking happen. And I know I watched an interview with Quentin Tarantino, and he said I was about to call cut, and I just saw that Leo kept going. And it's like, that's a real fucking actor. Even if you fuck up, you make your fuck up part of the movie, and that was the scene that made it.
So natural.
Yeah,
So natural. He didn't even say ow. He was just like, and then just wiped it all over. And then 3, the way where they went in that movie, the fucked up shit that they discussed and showed in that movie, like the Mandingo fighting, and when one of the slaves got ripped up by the dogs, and like all of that crap is like, that, when I was watching that movie, I was like, wow, this is really fucking insane. Like, I've never even seen anything like this before, and that's why it was fucking phenomenal. And the acting all around in that
Christoph
movie.
Waltz, I love that guy.
I love
never
him.
heard of him.
Me neither.
He was
the
dentist.
Yeah,
he was
phenomenal.
phenomenal. And even Jamie Foxx was fucking fantastic.
I don't like Jamie Foxx. I really don't.
I mean, he's okay. I don't like him in Spider-Man.
I'm not saying I'm a big fan of him,
Spider-Man,
but him
oh my god, it was the worst.
No,
him and Spider-Man. No, but I really don't even think that's his fucking fault. That was their film direction.
Yeah,
their film direction for Spider-Man for the second one was fucking retarded.
I don't even think he was supposed to be like Electro wasn't supposed to be like that. I don't think.
I don't care. I don't care what he was supposed to be like, but like the way they went about Spider-Man 2 was just they tried to cram so much in one thing. They tried to fit an elephant in a fucking cookie jar. It just didn't work because you didn't really get attached to any of the characters. The only characters you were attached to was
Gwen Stacy.
And
Spider-Man.
And fucking Spider-Man. And you know what? Spoiler alert, one of them fucking dies.
And we all know who that is.
I feel like
they
could have made that scene so much better because Andrew Garfield is such like a doofy, derpy character. Like you can't have like a like Will Ferrell. You can't see him being serious. Like when Gwen was dead in his arms, spoiler, sorry, but when he was dead in his arms, like you just see like it's not real. Like they could have picked someone. Oh my god.
But I kind of liked Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man.
No, he's a great, amazing Spider-Man.
You know, he's really good at being. No, he's really good at being Spider-Man.
They shouldn't have went there with the movie.
No.
Yes, that's bad writing.
No. It's not even. It's bad writing. It's the script. It's the way they're going about it. They just, I don't know. For some reason, like the first movie, I thought was pretty good. You know, it's like this is a very refreshing feel for Spider-Man. You know, this is the more snarky Peter Parker.
Not the Tobey Maguire.
Not the nerdy one. Like actually,
this is like the cool one. The cool nerd who's
right. Yeah, he's still a nerd, but he's a good-looking nerd, and like you can tell that he has. Even though he doesn't have much confidence, he can get with girls or whatever. Like Tobey Maguire he was a nerd. He was a nerd, and like that's just.
But there's so many portrayals of Peter Parker that it's like, you know what I mean? Like Amazing Spider-Man, he's nothing like Tobey Maguire, and vice versa.
But like I said, it was a refreshing step from it, and I think it needed to go there. But then, like, I really, before the second movie, I just paid attention to what was going on, and the whole time I saw it, I was like, this is a train wreck. This is going to be a train wreck. This is going to be a train wreck. There was the train wreck.
And that's the thing, when I was watching
the Rhino, what we saw twice,
and he was a fucking badass. He was a badass.
Not really. How do you fucking get Paul Giamatti
the worst.
to play someone like that?
All I see is Big Fat Liar, blue guy, Big Fat Liar.
Give me a big Russian guy who's like, my name's Slovak. I will come here and I will rip face off, and I will beat you into ground like little bird in my hands.
Yeah, not that guy.
Not Big Fat. No,
I wanted a guy named Zangief to fucking play.
Dimitri.
Yeah, Dimitri.
My name is Dimitri. For fun, I take
like a guy in Grand Theft Auto.
Yes.
Or in Rocky.
Or in Rocky, Ivan Drago.
Ivan Drago. Right. Badass.
For fun, I take chair and break over own head.
Yeah.
But no, I agree with you. I definitely agree with you 100% about Spider-Man, because when I saw it, it was one of those movies where I convinced myself that I really liked it. I was like, I really fucking love this movie, because I was sad when Gwen Stacy died. Honestly, I actually wasn't even sad that Gwen Stacy died.
It was happening.
I knew it was going to happen, obviously. I wasn't sad that Gwen Stacy died. I was sad that Emma Stone was not going to be in any other movie. See, there's the difference. That's what I realized, because in the comics, when Gwen Stacy dies, it's really sad. Like, it was his Peter Parker's first love, is his true love. But I was just sad in the movie because they did it so horribly bad that Emma Stone wasn't going to be in any other movie, because I fucking love Emma Stone.
Really, like, Sony, if you ever see this video, I love you as like a studio, but let's give Marvel back their rights through some type of deal because honestly, you're taking away one of the main characters of the Avengers, and you know they want to do the Civil War, and you want to take him out of that.
Let Stan Lee direct the fucking movie.
Let somebody besides who the hell you keep getting.
He has to put more cameos in like that.
Yes, I love Stan Lee cameos.
They're so
I know
funny.
that guy.
And the
It's so funny.
And literally, it's so funny because if you're not even a little fan of the movies, you'll have no idea what the fuck's going on. But like, even if you're not a fan of Marvel and you just watch Marvel movies, first of all, everybody should know who Stan Lee is. But if you don't, you're a fucking moron. He's the creator of every Marvel superhero that you like.
Okay, well let's not get drastic. You're just ill-informed.
No,
you're probably you're a severe ignorant person.
Yeah. So anyway, but yeah, like even in the Amazing Spider-Man 2, the best part of that movie was when they're in the library and they're fucking fighting each other. No, that was Amazing Spider-Man 1. I'm sorry. Okay, I don't even remember 1 and 2.
Oh, with the lizard. You see, I thought that was good the way that they did the lizard.
Yeah, when they're in the library fighting and Stan Lee's listening to the classical music in his headphones and like flipping through books and they're just fighting in the background. That's fucking awesome.
I love
That's awesome. Or like in Guardians of the Galaxy when they're in the thing and he's like Hugh Hefner and he's got the girls around him like that.
I forgot the name of that director for that movie, but that's the guy who should do Spider-Man. I really feel like he understands the balance between serious
derpiness and serious
and derpy and Excuse me, I'm getting a call. Hello? Uh-huh.
His little sister.
Is it cake time? I come when the cake is there. I love cake bad. That's my favorite forever. Alright, bye-bye.
Okay.
We need to get off the Spider-Man, go back to Django a little bit.
Really? Because like I feel like this topic should just be switched to The Amazing Spider-Man 2 WTF. Because like, I mean, this is a good topic. I mean, this is just one thing that went like right into the ground and it had so much potential to be good, but you know, they try, I know what I feel like, they try to rush the universe. That's what I feel like.
They want to make the Avengers 2.
Yeah. No, but it has nothing to do with the Avengers.
But it does. Even though it doesn't.
But it doesn't.
I know, but
it's supposed to, and it should, but it doesn't.
Because honestly, I'm not even a huge fan of Marvel, and I love the Avengers, like the movies.
Yes.
But Spider-Man is my favorite hero of all time, and he's a Marvel character.
And he should be in the Avengers.
You know what they have to do with superhero? Because as superhero fans, we're never going to get what we want. Like, we want everything into one. They should just pick one comic, one story, and throw it. Death of the Family. Put that into one movie. It would be sick.
Yeah,
like, you know, you can't just do Batman. Like,
not a bad idea.
Well, that's like the Dark Knight.
How much do you think of Batman and Joker? Like, there's so many different Jokers. There's so many different types of Batman.
Yeah,
so many different types of
Death of the Family.
You have to pick one story and stick to it. Not just the Amazing Spider-Man. That's like one of the biggest things in Spider-Man. Like,
yeah, no, I definitely.
Honestly, that's definitely a good idea. I don't think that's a bad idea, but it doesn't always work.
No, absolutely.
It has
like, because think about it.
Because Death of the Family is a set story. Not everybody has a set story.
Exactly.
Yeah, also that, and then it won't bring that many fans. Batman, Death of the Family. Oh, what's this? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly,
like, oh, this is not the Joker. This is not the Heath Ledger Joker. So I don't like.
Oh, everybody gets mad.
Yeah, because that's not. Those are not superhero fans. Those are just fans that like go watch movies and like, oh, I love Batman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those are the hype-y superhero fans.
I love Batman now.
Like, somebody goes out and gets a fucking Batman tattoo and they've never read a Batman comic
They've
before.
watched The Dark Knight.
Because you watched The Dark Knight. And don't get me wrong, the Heath Ledger Joker was the best Joker portrayal I've ever seen, but that's it. He's gone. It really does suck.
There's been other better... Oh, no, in a movie, yes.
No.
Between
him and Jack
movies.
Nicholson, I definitely understand why people like Jack Nicholson. Like, I've watched it.
He's a corny, funny Joker.
No, it's not that he's a corny Joker. It's actually just because, like, his expressions and like the way
he acts like a Joker,
and the way he like
really like the original Joker,
right? And the way he conveys his emotions is like, I mean, it's really, but it also goes with the way it was filmed. It goes with the direction of it and the the cinematography behind it.
So many movies ruin like books and TV series like that.
100%. All right. Anyway, so enough of the superheroes. We'll never get what we want.
Fine.
Yeah, never.
We'll never get what we want. Okay.
The Django, good.
All right.
So,
Django's my favorite movie. Yours.
Richie, go.
My favorite movie. I mean, it's really tough, but God, okay, just give me 1 second because I'm a movie addict. All right, one of my favorite movies that I always wish there was a sequel. I'm gonna put like a spin on mine because I wish there was a sequel to this movie. Was Van Helsing.
Okay.
I feel like Van Helsing is one of those movies.
Wow.
I know. I feel like Van Helsing is one of those movies that is just like underrated, that wasn't appreciated as much.
Really?
And
I actually think it was pretty, like, normally rated.
It was sick. I mean, it had like this awesome story of like, you know, the vampire hunter Van Helsing, and like, and you know, the tale of the mythology behind it, like the religion of God and the devil, and like understanding that Dracula is like an embodied version of the devil in, you know, human form, or undead human form. And, you know, Van Helsing, the archangel, you know, Gabriel, you know, so, who is in pretty much heaven on earth, you know, combating, you know,
Well, no, it was
evil
Michael.
on earth.
It was Michael, it wasn't Gabriel.
No, it was Gabriel.
It was Gabriel?
Yeah, because the whole scene at the end when like they both go into like beast mode, and he's the giant bat creature, and then he becomes the werewolf, and he's like, Gabriel! Gabriel! He's like doing that, and he's like glaring him in the eye, and he's just like, that's my name?
See, that doesn't make any sense. See, now you kind of just annoyed me with that, because that makes no sense.
No, he's the Archangel Gabriel. I know, I've seen the movie like 100 times.
I know, but Gabriel doesn't fight the devil. Michael
Yeah,
does.
Michael does.
I know Michael does.
Gabriel might fight him, but Michael
Gabriel's
slays
supposed
him.
to be the left hand of God. That's why he fights him too. He's still an
Gabriel
Archangel
definitely
who fights.
can fight him, but
Yeah.
Michael slays him.
Yeah.
Does Gabriel actually?
No, Michael fights Satan.
Yeah.
Gabriel, he's just another soldier too, but so is Dracula. You know, Dracula's
Okay.
considered
Oh,
like,
I get it.
You know what I'm
Because when
saying?
you said Dracula was like the living incarnate of Satan.
Well,
I thought you were
well,
talking
like-
about Satan.
what I mean is like, you know how like they say like, you know, the Holy Spirit and God, you know,
Mhm,
and,
yeah,
and
yeah,
Jesus, like he's just a version
No,
of
okay,
God.
I get it.
He's just a because
Okay.
you know there's many demons that are supposed to be embodied like
Yes.
Beelzebub and this
Yes,
and that.
yes,
But
yes,
anyway, that's
yeah.
a whole other
Okay,
topic.
that makes sense now. Okay.
And like even I mean,
I see.
God, when this is my first crush or Hollywood crush, Kate Beckinsale.
Yeah, keep back.
In that movie, when she came out and she was like all in the thing with the Victorian and everything, and I was just.
Yeah, Kate Beckinsale is really pretty. Okay,
Like,
okay.
my jaw didn't just hit the floor. It hit the floor,
Came back
went
out.
to the foundation, came back up, smacked me in the face, and I think I went cross-eyed for at least a week.
Nice.
Easy. Always wish there was a sequel. I felt like they could have did more with it.
They could have.
And
They
there
could have
wasn't.
even included more archangels now that we're talking about this.
You know, yeah,
That
get
would've
more
been fucking
into
badass.
the
That would've
mythology.
been super badass.
And I mean, I think it's also like one of Hugh Jackman's like best movies.
Yeah, 100%.
Because I
Don't
mean,
beard.
no,
Beard.
Don't
beard.
beard.
but nobody knows him past
Or Van Helsing.
Wolverine.
That's Wolverine.
Yeah.
Which I feel like it sucks because I really feel like Wolverine's his worst role, depending on which X-Men you pick. You know,
He was actually in Les Miserables, or however the fuck you say that name.
he was great.
I didn't see the movie,
Hugh
but I heard
Jackman's
it was
great.
fucking phenomenal.
No, he's a
I heard
really
it's
good.
phenomenal.
Oh no, that's a beautiful movie. You have to
No,
watch
I
that
watched it.
movie.
I watched the play twice.
It's a
now. I've seen the play
fantastic
twice.
movie.
My cousin was in it twice, but I know it's a beautiful movie. I've just never seen the movie itself.
It's great. No, it's
I never
amazing.
watched it.
I
either.
heard he was phenomenal. in
I
it.
watched Van Helsing, but I don't remember any of it, to be honest.
Yeah, I watched Van Helsing with my dad when I was
Yeah.
like little. Not like super little, but
Yeah.
like a while ago, like at least 10 years
I
ago.
watched it last week, and oof.
No, Van Helsing, I remember it being a fucking fantastic. He's one of my dad's favorite movies.
Even
too.
like his weapons, like it had a very steampunk Victorian feel. Like when like he's in this cellar and like there's this friar, this monk that makes these weapons,
Mhm.
and he's showing him all the different weapons, and it's the guy who goes on the journey with him, and it's like insane. Like he has like these blades that like he clicks these discs and the blades spin out. And he can throw them and they
Yeah.
fly. Nuts, crazy shit that they did with that movie, and I feel like they could have went so much further with it. You know, that just the fact that he wasn't just like hunting Dracula. Like in the beginning, he was hunting like Jekyll and Hyde. So pretty much he was going after like the big monsters that, you know, we've set up through like storytelling
stories
and
just throughout
history,
yeah.
right? And it was awesome, and I feel like that could have went so much further, and it didn't. I was always upset about that. I always wish they would make some sequel and he would do it because he's great. I mean, Hugh Jackman in X-Men. When you see that last X-Men, awesome job on Hugh Jackman. You know, he was awesome Wolverine. You see the Wolverine Origins movies, and honestly, I want to take a fucking bullet, load it into a gun, not fire it at my foot, but fire it at a fucking giant bird, and allow it to fall on me.
Does anybody understand what he just said?
I don't even understand what I just said.
Okay,
I'm just
Nick.
frustrated.
Favorite movie?
Favorite movie? I think this is an obvious one for me.
Yeah.
And
Fuckboy Volume 5.
Yeah.
I love Fuckboys.
Fuckboy Volume 5. Nah, honestly, it's the Harry Potter series. There is no better series.
Pick one.
Better. Wait,
Pick
I'm talking
one.
about the whole... Deathly Hallows Part 2.
Okay, now continue.
Or, no, I can't pick one. It's either Deathly
Pick
Hallows
one.
Part 2, Goblet of Fire was
Goblet of
fucking
Fire.
sick.
It's Goblet of Fire.
Like,
We both know it's Goblet
Order
of
of
Fire.
Phoenix was sick. Half-Blood Prince was sick. Every movie was sick besides The Sorcerer's Stone.
Yeah.
But it had to be there because of
It was yours.
But
Yeah.
there's nothing better than watching Daniel Radcliffe, Rupert Grint, and Emma Watson grow up. Emma Watson being the
They
best.
grew up so good.
Like, honestly,
She grew up so beautiful.
like,
Thank
if you
you,
guys
Emma
never
Watson.
watched Harry Potter, you need about a week or two to watch this, and it will completely change your life. Like, the storyline, J.K. Rowling is a complete genius. Like,
She is.
the best writer ever.
And the books are better than the movies.
The books are better than the movies,
Obviously.
but there's too much to put into the movies. But the
Yeah.
movies did such a good job. Like, Deathly Hallows Part 2 was nuts. Like, the fighting scenes in that,
Yeah.
like,
no, I was...
finding the horror. Yo, there's too much to talk about in Harry Potter.
I know.
And
And that's,
it'll go on
There's
forever.
coming
way
from,
too much to talk
coming
about.
from a person who's only seen the first 3 movies, just because when I watched them as I was a kid, I wasn't super, like, fond of them. I just didn't really
Yeah.
give a fuck about them. I wasn't a movie fan when I was a kid, whatever. You know, I just watched Star Wars over and over again. That's literally all I did.
Yeah.
So, I only saw the first 3, and I actually saw the first 3 with you, like, a couple weeks ago, maybe a month ago, and I actually really, really enjoyed them, and I just haven't sat down and watched the next ones, but I can understand. My cousin flew to Britain to meet J.K. Rowling, and she got her autograph and the 7th book signed by her, so
I would
Yeah.
let J.K. Rowling sign my tit.
that's weird.
Yeah.
I don't have a tit.
But yeah, so I understand where that fandom comes from, because the world, the universe of Harry Potter is fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's
sick.
crazy.
Just that there are different houses in one school, and it's almost like gangs, it's like super cool to me.
Yeah, it's like,
Like
gangs in
super
New York.
cool. Yeah, exactly.
But for
It's like,
British kids.
exactly. It's like super cool to me, and the wizards are fucking awesome.
Wizards, yeah.
Like I love. If we're talking about superheroes, like I'm a huge DC fan, and Zatanna is one of my favorite heroes, and she's literally a wizard. She's a magician,
Yeah,
and
I'm a
like
goddamn
it's
sorcerer.
fucking sick.
There's
So-
nothing better than Harry Potter. Like, just watching him grow up and like watching him get better, and watching Hermione and Ron like help out to defeat Voldemort is just like Voldemort. Also, he was such a good actor. Like,
Yeah, it's
whoever
He
played him,
was. Oh my
he
god.
really is. He's like some weird ass, like almost derpy ass villain, like the Joker. But I think way better. Like the way he presents himself, the way he speaks, the way he walks around, just
And
everything
he has
to
a
do with the
reason.
storyline.
He has a reason.
Yeah.
To be doing what. He
I'm not gonna spoil anything, but like there's so much shit that happens. Like if you watch 1, you watch 2, you watch 3, like that's like the core stuff. Once 4 to 8 go out, or 4, yeah, it's 4 to 8. Once 4 to 8 go out, you just see so many things happen that like, oh shit, that's why this happened. Oh shit, this is why this is like. It's,
They do a very good job of making
Yeah.
everything come full circle. By the
Yeah.
end of the
Oh,
end of the 8th
everything
movie,
is-
it's like
everything
I
is said.
fucking understand everything.
Everything is said, but the only thing that I think about, if like you watched the last movie, right? The worst thing they ever did was have that fucking scene at Hogwarts Express, like where it's him.
That the last part?
Yeah, the last part. It's with him. I like that he named his kids.
Why
I'm
don't
not
you
gonna.
like that scene?
The name of his kids was cool, but like
That's
him
a
and
beautiful
Ginny
scene.
and Ron and Hermione, it's just like they try to make them look old. They don't look anything like.
Oh, you're talking. That's
Yeah.
Okay.
Talking about that. I
That's
think.
the makeup behind it. That's.
Yeah.
I mean, that last
it's
one. It
just
was a
they-
great scene.
It was a good scene. You could have showed it some other way, not like obviously they're not older, but like that was the only thing that bugged me out.
You know, I'm gonna listen. I gotta disagree with you because I think that was a perfect way to do it. Because in a way, that makes it full circle. Because you remember that was like a big part of the first movie is like when he hesitates to go through the wall.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't believe that
No,
he's gonna be able to go
that's
through.
great. Yeah.
And then you just see him with his kids and because he's guiding them, he shows them no fear. Go through the wall.
Yeah.
Go through it and like you're Harry Potter's kids in a way. It's like you feel like they're destined for greatness, and you see all of them together. And that's where it's like full circle because you just, it's not like you see like.
It's almost all okay.
It's all okay because it's not like you see Harry in his house with his wife. It's not like you see Ron and Hermione in their house. You see them all together, and
Yeah.
it's like I said, like you said,
that's
it's
cool.
all okay.
I guess,
That's
yeah,
what I
I
love.
guess so.
That's like with Star Wars at the end of the new remasters,
Yeah.
where you see Anakin in the Force.
Yes.
With Obi-Wan
That's a
and Yoda,
good one.
and
When
it
I
just makes
first-
it's like it's all okay. Everything's all right.
When I first noticed that as a kid, I was like,
yeah. Like
I love that more than anything.
me too.
I was psyched.
Yeah, that's fucking. It's awesome.
So
yeah.
mine for me, Harry Potter, because you know it's a good movie if you like you see the end of the last one, you're like, fuck, there's never gonna be another Harry Potter.
Yeah.
And then you're
But-
like, now let's go watch one.
Now let's rewatch it.
Yeah.
And but then it's like, oh wait, you're gonna make spin-off stories that could possibly become spin-off movies. Woo!
Yeah, I cannot wait for that. It's gonna be on
RIP headphone users.
It's gonna be mystical creatures, like something about that.
Mhm.
Something about what
that's
Hagrid
cool.
have to do.
Yeah.
It's from, if you actually go look, it's like they just came out with the Hogwarts library books. There's 3 books in it. It's like the series of Quidditch, like how Quidditch started and all that.
That's cool.
There's Dumbledore's diary.
That's sick.
That's
Yeah,
badass.
and then the last one is this movie that they're gonna make. It's like something to do with mystical creatures, like all the creatures that you see that
Okay.
Hagrid loves, like this big spider,
Mhm.
the big ass fucking eagle,
The
whatever.
hippogriff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Hippogriff,
yeah.
yeah. I actually
Love
know
that
that.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
All right.
Hagrid's my boy.
I love Hagrid.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was the Courthouse. Thank you very much for being a part of our very, very, very shaky first episode. Hopefully, if you guys enjoy, we'll do this every single week. Well, we're going to do this every single week, and hopefully you guys like it. So, anyway, my name is Justin. That's Ricky. And I'm assuming you'll get more of that. That's Nick. And we'll see you guys soon.
Peace.